welcome back to another. Now you laugh. It messed me up.
Because I just looked at the camera and went.
Smile. So welcome to another guest video with our absolute all-star favorite person to have as a guest.
Oh, thanks.
You got the most views.
Did I really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Naturally.
It must be my charming good looks.
Fact. Why don't I get more views? Don't answer that.
Well, it could be my laugh.
Okay, I'll go with that. So, Lianne, owner of the Clutter Consultant, you organize, declutter, help people. What's the tagline? Help people live better in their space.
When they mutter about their clutter, call the Clutter Consultant.
That one.
That would be it.
But there's a way that you describe your business.
So we are strategic minimalists.
That's nice. Not talking about my junk. You're strategic minimalist.
Strategic minimalist. Because I think people look at minimalism as thinking we have to get rid of everything.
Yep.
And there are some things that you should keep. You should keep those things that mean something to you or that have purpose. So what's all that extra stuff? What does that look like and where does it go?
Out.
Perhaps. But how does it go out? And how do you honor it as it goes out?
Nice. So that's what she does. But most of these people know already. But as always, links, descriptions, you know how to find her. So today you're going to tell us a little bit about, or a lot about, how to, kind of with the theme of how do you take care of your own clutter so it doesn't get out of hand, or you can handle, hey, I'm going to do this little project to organize my own stuff.
Mm-hmm.
You were going to tell us about how to set up, how to lay out your linen closet.
Your linen closet. Because the linen closet, there's always treasures in the back of a linen closet. Things get shoved in the back.
Mm-hmm.
So...
And things get shoved in the whole thing.
I know, right? Just keep pushing it in there. And especially if you've got kids that are putting the laundry away, they're just like shoving it in. Or I was going to say husbands, but my husband doesn't do that. But some do. They just kind of shove it in. So when you set up your linen closet... So when you set up your linen closet, you want to have a set of sheets for the bed and then a set of sheets in backup.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't need more than that. You may want to have a set of flannel sheets if it's cold. You may want to keep a set of those. But otherwise, really, a set to wash and a set to wear. Mm-hmm. So when you put them in, pick a shelf for either each bed. So if you've got extra blankets for the bed, it can go with there. And that way, if you've got king size, queen size, full, twin. I know many houses have many different sizes of beds.
You're not like figuring out which one is this and you unfold it to figure out.
And then what happens when it's all unfolded? No one knows how to fold a sheet.
You fold it neatly back and then place it right where it was.
No, everyone does this. They go and then they shove it back in. And
like
then it
right between the old sleeping bag and the comforter we haven't used in 7 years.
Yes, and in front of the Christmas present that you were hiding from your spouse.
That you forgot about?
Yes, we found those.
Now May.
There was a linen closet we were in, and behind all the blankets, there were these Christmas gifts that this lady had bought 5 years ago for her son, and there were Matchbox cars and Thomas trains, and she's like, you won't even look at this stuff. So that was kind of fun to find, but we got to open them. It was still kind of fun.
That's pretty awesome.
So if you do a shelf for each bed, and then for towels, it's the same thing. So if you've got the master bathroom, guest bathroom, kids bathroom, choose a different color because that makes it really easy to put things away. Mm-hmm. And same thing, less is more. So the less linens you have, the less laundry you have to do. So it makes keeping up with the laundry. We had a client, no joke, we did 35 loads of laundry. So we showed up on site for our session and there was just laundry everywhere and we couldn't do anything. And she said, I can't go anywhere with this. And I said, okay, well, let's load up the car. And we spent the day at the laundromat doing 35 loads of laundry. So less is more because that's a lot of time. It was a lot of effort. It was a lot of putting away. It's a lot of folding. And then it works on you all the time that you've got all this laundry. So less is more. Again, same thing with the towels. One to use, one to wash. Yep. If you're a lady and you use one for your hair and one for your body, then you've got two to wash and two. So that's
a really good point because very OCD person.
I have no idea.
Or really? Organizationally, it's like sheets, blankets, towels. The crap at the bottom that we don't know what it is. So, which to my OCD is like things are together, it works. But if you're, like you said, if you're bedroom 1, bedroom 2, bedroom 3, that still works, and it still keeps all the OCD happy. But it actually functions for.
And then anybody can put it away.
Yeah, and we're not pulling out, because every time we've had to change the bed or whatever, like, all right, which one's this, and does that go? All right, that's too small.
We have spent hours with people's linens laid out all over the bed and the floor and the dresser and hanging over chairs and trying to categorize. So what do you do with all those linens that you're not keeping?
That's what I was getting ready to ask.
Great minds, we think alike.
We have a lot of those. We don't have any of those.
Yeah. Do I need to call Claudia? So one of the things that you can do is donate them if they're in great shape. So if you have some that maybe they're a little scratchy or maybe they're just not the right color, you can let those go to a charity. There's not a charity out there that won't take great sheets.
Yep.
And then if they're kind of, they're not great.
They're well aged.
Well loved.
Well loved. They're well loved.
So if they're well loved, the edges are frayed, they're maybe a little bit thin, take them to a shelter, a dog shelter, or take them to a vet, because they love to get them. There is not a dog shelter or a dog vet or an animal vet that won't say, oh yeah, anytime we walk in and I say, oh, I have a donation of linens for you, they get really excited. Because when the dogs are sick or something happens, they don't have to worry about it.
Yep. I can imagine they go through a lot of those.
I would think so. I have never worked for a vet, but they get really excited when we show up. It's like Christmas.
So the 6 comforters and 2 sleeping bags at the bottom that you haven't used.
And how long? So.
But people don't want to let them go necessarily. So
be realistic. Are you really going to use them, or are you not going to use them? And if you are going to really keep them and you really can't let them go because there is that potential that there's going to be that scouting trip or something coming up.
More sentimental value. Or
sentimental value, which can be out there. Roll them as tight as you can and tie them for the sleeping bags, because they tend to be really filled with air, and then put them way up top on that non-functional top shelf. Or put them in a vacuum bag and suck the air out. But keep in mind that those bags technically lose some of that suction after a while, so you may need to revisit it.
Yep. So sleeping bags, we've got several. Twice a year tops we use them. So typically those are in the storage closet or in the attic. But like comforters and stuff like that have, hey, this one was from my grandma, we don't actually use it and we don't leave it out because it will get damaged. Are those still allowed in that space, or do you want to get them out somewhere else? What would you do with those? That's
entirely up to the client. So if you've got these quilts that grandma made, which we see a lot, do you want to keep it as a quilt, or do you want to turn it into a pillow for the bed or part of a sham? You can get creative with your stuff. Honor it. Honor the memory and the memento.
So that you will actually have it out where you see it, and it
serves the
purpose of the memory.
Yeah, you want to remember grandma, right? So that's something to consider. We've seen people take, when the husband had passed away unexpectedly, her family took all of his favorite dress shirts and t-shirts and created quilts for all of the immediate family members. So they all had something to remember him by, which is fabulous. So if you're not comfortable leaving it out, then yes, you can certainly put it in there.
Yep.
But then where do you want to put it? Maybe you want that in your master closet if it's a spouse, so that you can see it and honor.
Yeah, or non-functional shelf.
Or a non-functional shelf, but maybe they need to be front and center.
It's a really good idea.
Yeah, you just have to talk it out. What feels right.
And that's why you're so good at this.
Well, you have to be sensitive to those things.
Yep.
Absolutely.
So, thanks for coming out.
Well, thanks for having me. This was great.
We're going to do it again.
And good luck in the linen closet. Send me pictures at Facebook at the Clutter Consultant.
And we'll link it too.
Sweet.
You can put like the at Clutter Consultant like coming out of her mouth as she says it.
That would actually be funny.
It'd be hilarious. It's happening. It's happening. So thanks for being with us again, guys, and we'll see you on the next video.
Bye.
Thanks for watching this episode. Give it a like. Let us know what you thought in the comments down there. Share it if you feel so inclined. If you really like it, go to our page under follow. Click see first. That way you never miss a video. See it as soon as it comes out. And we'll see you on the next episode.